You're listening to Champion Cinema with Chris and Chris.
Champion. Hello, folks, and welcome to Champion Cinema with me, Chris, with a Casey Ryback C.
Nice, thought you'd do that. Christopher, or Chris, with a krill K.
Krill? Yeah. Oh, you got Busey, you bastard. Forgot about Krill.
Now, you even used my Sunday name as well.
Yeah, Christopher. Oh, check you out. Yeah, it's a double bill of Stephen Mojo Priest Segal this week. I don't think in the entire 230, this is episode 231, I don't think we've ever covered a Segal movie, have we?
I don't think we have, and that's quite surprising, really.
It's surprising because considering how much we both love Out for Justice.
Yeah. And action films are always kind of in our wheelhouse and stuff. But
I mean, yeah, like it's kind of, we're not really a movie show at the moment. We're just an action movie show. You look back at our past 10 shows and I'm like, yeah, we've kind of got, not stuck in a rut, but we're just in a pattern at the moment.
We're going to have to do some musicals or something.
Next week we'll do a period set drama and Grease. So yeah, this week we're looking at Out for Justice and Under Siege, two films that come right after each other in his filmography. So yeah,
yeah, he's peak, many would say.
It was, come on. Which is kind of grim when you think about it, considering how much money Under Siege made, and then it was just like, it was a slow decline, though. I'll be fair, it was a slow decline. It took a few years.
You had a few, after this.
So yeah, let's just get cracking with Out for Justice.
Yes.
Champion Cinema.
So Out for Justice was released in 1991. What's the runtime you got down? I think I might not have changed it from your last week's notes.
1 hour 31.
Oh, it is 1 hour 31. Okay. Yeah, Out for Justice runs for 1 hour and 31 minutes, released in 1991, directed by John Flynn, who's most known for directing the 70s exploitation classic Rolling Thunder. It stars Stephen Frederick Mojo Priest Segal as Gino Felino, which is just a brilliant Italian name.
Hey, bada boom.
Yeah, no, Jesus. It's like he just went through a book and was like, give us the most Italian-sounding name you've got. William Forsythe as Richie. Gina Gershon as Patty, Julia Margiles as Rika, Joe Champa as Vicky Felino, Dominic Chides as Richie's dad. I forgot he was in this. Uncle Joe. And Jerry Orbach as Ronnie, and Danny Santo again as Styx.
Yes.
What's it about, though?
Well, Out for Justice stars Segal as Detective Gino Felino, a tough cop from Brooklyn, who is on a personal mission to bring justice to the streets after his best friend and fellow police officer is brutally murdered by a ruthless drug dealer, Richie Medano, who apparently has lost the plot and wants to go out in a blaze of glory.
He certainly does. You know, I don't think it was until watching it this time, I don't know why this never made any sense in my head. Like, I think watching it for years, I've always thought they were saying Richie McDonald. And I was looking at the cast, like, to make sure I got everyone's name right and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, why would an Italian guy be called McDonald?
It's a bit American, a bit standard American.
Yeah. But yeah, the original title of the film that they wanted to go with was, which is actually, said in the movie, The Price of Our Blood. Yeah. But the studio was like, no, 3 words.
Too many words.
That's literally what it was. They were like, no. When it's been like, the Mr. Sword is a lucky charm or something. Like, no, all your films have 3 words. It's got to be 3 words. They finally broke that streak with Under Siege. But I think even Under Siege had an alternate title that was another 3-word title.
Probably. Yeah. It's probably the right title for this movie, though. I like the title, Out for Justice.
Oh, me too. It's just, the classic...
simple.
Yeah, classic action.
It's what the film is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I suppose where I wanted to start with this movie, talking about is, so the opening and then the freeze frame. Is that possibly the best opening in a movie ever?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
It just never fails to just put a massive smile on my face.
I remember last time we watched it together, like you hadn't seen it for like about 10 years maybe, hadn't you? You were just like, it's so good.
Just him fucking dishing out some street justice.
Yeah.
Boom. Like it's the shot through the broken glass.
Yeah, and like the guy's foot like sticking out or something. It's just da-dum with the title. It is pretty cool.
Yeah, excellent.
It's a great opening scene as well because that just sets up his character in like 2 seconds. He's a guy that's like hard as nails and won't take any shit and hates injustice. fucking hates seeing
Yeah.
weak people get bullied and stuff. You know, the opposite of Seagal.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll get to that.
I'm just kidding. Come on.
But yeah, no, it even sets up his character as being like a kind of he goes outside of the rules a little bit because he's, you know, like they're obviously on some sort of bust and stuff, and they're waiting for like something to happen, and then he breaks his cover because he can't stand to see some lass getting smacked around. And stuff, basically. So it's a nice little like, this is who the character is without you know someone going, oh my God, aren't you that cop that? And like, you know, spoon feeding the audience.
It's quite subtle with setting up, like, even peppered later throughout the film that, you know, Gino's got a reputation and he's respected by a lot of people and feared by a lot of people at the same time, even though he's a cop. But yeah, of course, I mean, this is, you can't tell from the name, this is Seagal and his Italian-American face.
Yes. This is before he's like Russian and Native American face.
And Chinese, maybe I think he had a Chinese face as well. But yeah, you just get like Seagal's, I mean, it's okay. But it's sometimes like it's just so hammy. He's like Brooklyn accent. I'm sure. I remember like even around this time he was going around saying, "Oh yeah, I've got some Italian heritage." I'm sure he doesn't.
Yeah, like not at all.
Like he can pass because his complexion and like, his least dark hair. Like you can, it's buyable.
Yeah, definitely. It's like almost difficult to place, really, which I think is genuinely like his heritage is a bit all over. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think
it's
it
like
is. Yeah,
Dutch, Jewish, and something else, German. It's like all mixed. Because when you look at him, it is a bit like, what kind of ethnic background is he from? You can't really place it.
But yeah, the line I love, I mean, you know, there's just when they're just sitting in the car with Bob and he's like, "Hey, he's throwing this girl a beating over ye." All right, here we go.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Hey, and then this, when he's like goes up the pimp, he's like, "You like hitting fucking women?"
Yeah. I love that there's like trivia that he told William Forsythe that he needs to work on.
I was going to mention that later, yeah.
Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, and apparently William Forsythe responded with, "I think you do." And apparently didn't like that very much.
That's ridiculous.
William Forsythe fucking grew up in Brooklyn. But yeah, speaking of William Forsythe, I mean, his murder spree, like in the first, like the killing of Bobby's, like, I don't know what it is about the early 90s, like films like this and Predator 2. Like the 80s was violent, but there's just something about the early 1991 where the violence was just like fucking turned up to 100.
Yeah, because like Predator 2 and the use of the squibs and stuff.
Yeah, like heavy squibs and lots of blood. It was like kind of like the end of that almost when that started dying out, when you get a lot of blood in action movies.
And also the flat bluntness of it. Like there's something about, like he shoots Bobby like down, and he's not just dead. He's not like Hollywood's dead. He's lying there in agony, and then he spits on him. Yeah, and it's like a real spit as well.
Oh yeah, you see it like sticking out his face.
Yeah, and then he like shoots him again. Yeah, like one for good luck. And there's just something. I mean, obviously that's the point of the scene, but you know, like full broad daylight, in front of children, and it's the coldness that he just guns them down. I guess, and like you said, and then that special like 90s squib goriness. Yeah. That just ties the whole scene together where you think, fucking hell. Like, you know what you're in for with this film. It's not going to be like, you know, a fairy tale or anything. It's going to be pretty brutal.
Yeah, I mean, you know, all the Seagal movies up to like his first 5, Out Under Siege, they were all violent, obviously. Yeah, but there's just something about Out for Justice. Now, I always just put it down to John Flynn, the director, because like the end of Rolling Thunder is kind of just 15 minutes of that.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's like just the way he shoots gun violence, and then of course, you know, 5 seconds later, he just pulls some woman out of a car by her hair and shoots her in the face.
It's so nasty out there.
Yeah, my God. I just love how throughout the entire movie, all his crew are like progressively getting more terrified. Like, why are we with this fucking mentalist?
Like, he's gonna kill us any second.
Yeah. But yeah, William Forsythe's so good in the movie. He's I was just saying, he's my highlight of the movie. He's like genuinely one of my favourite villains ever in an action movie. Yeah,
it's such a shame that we never got, I guess, the version of the movie that was intended, really, with the 30-minute cut. Where they've like cut stuff out from him, and
there's like a montage in the middle, and that's basically where all the deleted scenes are. You can tell the deleted scenes, and there's even like I forgot a young John Leguizamo in that deleted scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you know, I think they were trimming it down because I think it was 2 hours long.
Yeah,
and you know they did the usual. I'll get it 90 minutes, more showings, more money, blah blah blah. But I think you know. It's Seagal's order that it's Forsythe scenes that get trimmed. So, like, a lot of his stuff is cut out. But, of course, Seagal kept in all these fucking lengthy anecdotes he goes on that go fucking nowhere. And a scene of him buying dog food, which I'm like, you could have got rid of that.
Yeah. him bloody regaling to his ex about that awful bit where they like go up to his room.
Oh, I
and
know.
And she's like it's Christmas fucking night or something.
He's reading it the night before Christmas.
Yeah.
But, yeah. The bit where she goes, "It was your father, wasn't it, Gene?" I'm like, you were married to the fucker. You would know he was talking about his dad.
Oh, it's such a cheesy scene.
It's true. It's not her fault that Joe Champa plays the wife. Like, but you're just like, a first line is just like the most cliched cop wife line. Like, he hasn't said anything yet, and just like, "Damn you in the department," you know. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it really annoys me for some reason.
Yeah, it does. It's a very lazy sort of setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's all the whole, like, you know, oh, your son, he's been looking forward to this whole weekend, but you're putting the job before. It's like, it just feels like you've seen it so many times. In movies.
Yeah.
It just gets away with it, I think.
It does.
It's
just that line just irks us. It just sounds really forced in there, and like, we don't need it.
No.
I tell you one thing that I always think, you know, that bit where he goes to buy dog food.
Yeah.
And he goes in, and I don't know, it sounds like he fucked up his line, and the guy's just fucking taking the piss out of him when he goes, "You got any puppy dog food?" And he goes, "Puppy dog food, yeah." I don't know, the way he says it, I'm like, it sounds awkward.
Yeah, I could say that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there is a certain looseness about this film.
Yeah.
Like, I do think, like, okay, his accent's problematic and stuff.
Yeah,
But
it's almost caricature levels at times.
Yeah, but I do enjoy, like, Seagal in this movie. I'll give him credit for, like, and this is what's so hurtful about this movie, because, like, you know, it's hard to, like, see past the person a bit.
Yeah.
With all the shit, but, like, he's really, he comes off, like, really charismatic.
Oh yeah.
Really, like ballsy, confident. I always love characters that are never really in danger.
No.
And he's very much a never in danger sort of character in this movie. Like, even when he's in a den of, like, villains, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna fucking kill you all."
Yeah, I always feel like the bit where he takes, like, a bullet in the side at the end was probably just like I don't know this. I'm just assuming that they had to convince him to do that. They were like, "You're a bit too like Superman, but you got to take at least one bullet. Come on." And then he's like, "What about, can I take the bullet but not react to it?" And they're like, "Okay."
Because he pretty much does, yeah. He gets shot and then he, like, shrugs it off, basically.
Yeah. I think William Forsythe, like, digs his finger in there at one point. He still gets battered. So, but yeah, it's a shame, you know, because I think all those scenes that are in the, you know, the Richie scenes that were cut, they're in the TV cut.
Yeah.
And I think I found them all on YouTube before. I think they're the full scenes. I didn't get a chance to watch them though. But yeah, I was just thinking, like, I love the bit where it just cuts to them in the car, and he's talking about a mouse that he's got in his apartment. He's just like, "Shut up about the fucking mouse."
Yeah, it's
and, like,
nice
honestly,
comedy.
I would watch an entire movie of just following these scumbags around.
Yeah, because he's like, "Why don't you just shoot the mouse?" "I'm not going to shoot the mouse, it's this big." And stuff. Yeah. There's a good amount of comedy because, like, you know, we're Richie's brother and stuff.
Yeah.
How it's like, you almost feel sorry for Richie's brother.
Oh, you do.
Because everyone's just smacking him around and stuff, and he's like, "Oh."
Yeah, one of my favourite scenes is where the mob keep coming back over and over again, and they bring the secret weapon at one point. Rusty, this old mafia Raj.
Yeah.
It was like a really high voice. Like, "You fucking bum." Yeah, but like I said, William Forsythe's great. It's a shame that there's not more of him in the movie. But obviously, there is still a fair. Someone needs to get a special edition out and do, like, the fucking Forsythe cut to this movie.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a film that, like, deserves it, really, because it is, like, we should talk about. It's kind of like weird critical reception, because I think it was, like, you know, panned when it first came out and stuff.
Well, it didn't do as well. Like, I was looking up the numbers before. Like, Mark for Death the year before did 50 million. This only did 30 odd. And also, I was watching the start of the interview he did promoting this on Arsenio Hall at the time. And just at this time, there was a big article came out in GQ called Black Belt White Lies that was kind of exposing him as, like, he's full of shit and all this. And I think that might have something to do with it as well.
Maybe, maybe, like, his reputation was taking a bit of a hit at this point.
But, you know, everyone's got short memories, so the fucking next year, Under Siege made 156 million.
Yeah. It's like, it's unique in its own way. Like, it doesn't do the buddy cop thing.
Nope.
Amongst the sea of buddy cop movies. I kind of like the way the plot unfolds. It's just like driving about.
Yeah.
Like unpicking the situation and it slowly, like, gives you hints that he has this past and he knows people. And, you know, he has ties to Richie when they were younger and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just it feels like a quite a good cop movie, really.
No, it is, yeah.
For all you know, he's like basically not a cop for most of the movie.
He's essentially a vigilante through the whole movie.
Yeah.
Just think of the start where he's just like, just give me an unmarked car and a shotgun. He's captain's like, all right, fair enough.
I know, like, you should have been said, well, that's not what we do, though, is it?
You are a policeman, remember?
You don't just go out and hunt people. I mean, we should probably mention as well the fucking ridiculous beret that he has on him.
Yeah, these fucking hat, yeah.
Why has he got a beret on?
It's just, it's some fucking special forces hat, because you know what Seagal's like.
It's just so
His
weird.
character always has to be ex-special forces or like a fucking war veteran or some black ops shit.
It just spoils the scene, like an otherwise great scene, but he's just randomly got a beret on, and that's all you can focus on.
You're just
the
constantly thinking the entire scene, fucks with the hat.
It's because it's got a badge and everything, so you know you're trying to like look at the badge. And go, what is that? What the fuck?
And then he randomly has it on in the very last scene as well.
Yeah, just brings it back.
It's like, hey, Johnny, can I wear my head again?
Like, oh, God.
Speaking of what you said before, though, about like how it feels loose, one of my favourite bits of the film is obviously a blooper that they just kept in when that prostitute says, wanna fuck, and just obviously a real prostitute, and Seagal just pisses himself laughing.
Yeah, it's total candid.
When he talks to the homeless guy, his Brooklyn accent's gone.
Yeah.
But I wonder what you actually said, because it looks like they've dubbed over something else. Maybe it's just something really fucking bad.
Yeah, possibly.
Because I don't think you would laugh that much at a prostitute saying, wanna fuck.
No, you're right. She'll have said something else in the audit.
It's very funny, though.
Because I had a quick flick down the trivia, and there's no like reference to it or anything.
No, I've never read any interview where anyone's talked about it. That's what I mean. It needs a special edition, like with an audio commentary and stuff like that for these little behind the scenes bits. Because really, I don't think anyone's really touched the Seagal movies as far as like, you know. I don't think any of them are out in 4K. I don't think so anyway.
No.
I don't know about Under Siege. Maybe Under Siege.
I could believe Under Siege maybe, but not the rest. Yeah, it's a shame. But I suppose, I mean, would you want a Seagal audio commentary?
Well, I wouldn't want a fucking Seagal audio commentary.
Imagine that.
I don't know if John Flint's still around. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Is it this movie's director that passed away, or was it Under Siege? One of these movies, the director passed away.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look. John Flynn.
What was that voice?
Random accent.
It's spicy again.
Yeah. Maureen, I was trying to remember the line. John Flynn, he passed away in 2007.
Yeah, I think he'd be quite old, because I said he was making movies in the 70s and 60s, I think.
Yeah, 1932 he was born.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, he was 75 when he passed away.
Yeah,
But somebody involved with the movie, I guess, to do an audio commentary, or just like Bale Logan sort of person.
Yeah.
So, somebody that's like a connoisseur of action movies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, what do you think of the? There's like three big, like at least hand-to-hand action scenes in the movie. You got the butcher shop fight, which is nice and brutal. The bar fight, of course, which everyone remembers because of the pool ball and the towel fight and stuff. And it contains one of my favourite insults ever in a movie: chicken shit, fucking pussy asshole.
Just all the words.
It's very good though. Like you said, that's the main scene where he's like indestructible with like confidence out the roof, and he just doesn't give a shit.
He's like surrounded by all these people that could potentially kill him, but you just get the sense that he's like in no danger basically, because he's like, I mean, they're all saying, oh, you fucking, it's your badge and your fucking gun. If you didn't have that, I would fucking tear you apart and all that sort of stuff. But then he's like, okay, I'm going to put the gun down. And it's just a really good scene.
And he says, like, the badge is your trophy, come get your trophy.
Yeah.
Someone offers $5,000 for the badge, then it just starts kicking out.
No, it's tough to pick, really, like, highlight in terms of, like, what's the best scene for that sort of stuff. Because, I really love because it's like in a deli or something, isn't it? Basically,
yeah, like a deli butcher shop.
And just that's kind of brutal, like sticking the knife in some guy's hand and stuff.
Yep.
And again, it's like really well sort of like the choreography is pretty good in it.
Yeah.
In terms of being like kind of really slick and it doesn't look fake.
But he does keep doing that weird stance in this movie where he like puts his arms out. He looks like a fucking an action figure.
Yeah,
He looks like a He-Man figure.
Guess that's like some Aikido thing or something.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, there's even a bit of comedy. I mean, he knocks a guy out with a big fucking salami. Which is quite funny.
Yeah. I like, and then I like the bit where the guy behind the till, like, he like gets a gun and he's like, Gino's like, hey, don't be a bad guy. Don't fucking be a bad guy. Or something.
Be a
He's
good
like,
guy.
like really good lines.
Yeah. That's even in the song on the end credits as well. That soundbite. It must have been. I guess it was especially recorded for the movie.
But yeah, the end guns, like shootout and stuff as well, is really good.
I mean, you got that moment where he just fucking blows a guy's leg off at the knee, which is amazing.
Yeah, and you just hear him in the background for ages. You shot my leg off.
Because I remember being really confused as a kid, because sometimes, like, Sky would just show uncut versions of movies. Because only time I ever saw that scene as a kid was on Sky. And I rented it again. I was like, oh, where's the fucking leg bit? So Sky would just like, yeah, fuck off, BBFC. We don't give a shit. And then, of course, there's the fight with Rich. I just wish the fight with Richie at the end was more of a fight. Like, I wish Richie had just done a massive bowl of crack right before he went out the bathroom.
Yeah, so he was like not feeling pain almost.
And just like, and just full of, like, just went absolutely raj on him at the end.
Yeah.
But he just kind of gets battered.
Yeah, he does pretty much. Yeah, and then really brutal corkscrew to the eye.
I mean, it's deserved because the character is awful. So like, you want him to get back. I just wish there was a little bit more back and forth, just because be a bit more interesting. But apparently, William Forsythe, like, I think it must have been this scene because he is doing a lot of the like bumps himself in certain parts and stuff. And at one point, he went face first into a brick wall and chipped his tooth.
Yeah. I reckon it's probably that first time where he throws him.
Yeah,
because like he lunges at Seagal, and then Seagal kind of like moves out the way and uses Forsythe's energy against him.
Yeah.
And like that looked like really like hard, that the way he lands and stuff, and you can tell it's him as well. It's not a stuntman.
No, yeah.
And it's like fucking hell, like there was some energy to that, like.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think the action and the stunts are really good in this movie. I think there's some really good bits, like the car chase when Seagal's driving, like the train track and stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, it's a bit French Connection in it. Yeah,
and like bouncing over the mad bits and stuff.
Yeah.
It's some really good action and like just really well shot and made.
Yeah. And it's got that grit. It still has that New York, Brooklyn grit to it as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, which I think like puts it in a different league to a lot of, like the Lethal Weapons and the Die Hards and stuff of the time. It's like, this one feels like you're following if you suspend your disbelief and ignore Seagal, of course, but you're following a tough street cop who's just getting down and dirty with all the thugs and stuff.
It's got a 70s feel to it, I was like.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the ending, though, every time I watch the film, I'm always like, is that? And then I always forget to check. Fucking Kane Hodder's in the end. He's the guy you see him. I don't know if he did other stunts throughout the movie, but the main time you see him is at the end when like Seagal shoots him. He's the guy in like the loud shirt, and he's kind of got a mullet.
Oh yeah. That's bad.
But here's that full quote from Forsythe there. I didn't mind Seagal. Actually, there's a part of me that really liked him, but then there's the other side. I felt like he was mad at me because I was doing a good job, if that makes any sense. He walked up to me one day and said, you really need to work on your Brooklyn accent. I said, trust me, you do. And I don't think he liked that.
Yeah, it's weird. He had a reputation for that, Seagal. Like, for just putting people off, basically, like on set and stuff. And which is, like, kind of a shame. Because, like Forsythe said there, like, you want people to bring the best when you're making a film. You don't want to like try and be better and put people down.
He's just one of those guys, man. It's hard to pin down. Like, does he have that ego because he fucking like literally he came out of nowhere and got handed a lead role in a movie for Warner Brothers? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And, the rumor is always it was a bet between two people to see if they could make a star out of nobody. I don't know if that's true. So yeah, like straight away he's having hits. He's a household name. Like, is that where the ego came from? Was it always there and it was just accentuated by sudden fame? I don't know. Yeah. He's got a weird narcissistic trait about him where he just, I don't know. Everyone has a story that worked with him. Like, he was a bit weird.
Yeah, well, he's. I mean, we'll maybe just cover it at the very end, but his Wikipedia's like an interesting read for like
it's insane.
Allegations.
Yeah. That could be a show on its own.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose just because we're talking about this film, and there's a pretty like infamous soundbite from Juliana Margulies.
Oh, I've got a whole article to read.
Yeah. Oh, right. Well, because she's like. she's never like outwardly said like terrible things, but I think hasn't she just basically hinted at
No, they
things, or she full on said
She
it?
told the whole story on the Drew Barrymore show, which I have the transcript of. Margailes told Barrymore that she met Seagal in the early 90s while auditioning for a role for Out for Justice and was told by the film's casting director to meet Seagal in his hotel room. There's the first fucking red flag. Despite being told that the casting director would be in the room with her and Seagal, Margailes said she arrived to discover the casting director was absent. When she arrived, she discovered it was just Seagal in the room. The pair began discussing a scene in the film. It was a frightening moment, Margailes said. He asked me to sit on the couch, and underneath this cushion, I jumped up. There was something hard beneath the cushion, and he pulled out a gun, and he said, "Oh, I must have left my gun there." And you know what? That's not even, I guarantee you, that's not to frighten her. That's to show off. I can guarantee you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've got a gun. Because he's a fucking big
Proper,
giant.
like, school child.
Yeah. Margailes said she became terrified. I'm 23 and I realised I'm in an action star's hotel room with a gun. I'd never seen a gun before and he's 6'4", no one knows where I am. The actor then claimed Seagal invited her into the bedroom. Inside, he asked if he could read her palm. He put down the gun, so I was calming down a little bit, and he read my palm and told me that he was a healer and told me I had weak kidneys, as she said. And I thought, is this the shtick that works on women? I'm not like, come on, Seagal.
Yeah.
What, Pat? That's terrible, Pat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come here, love. You got weak kidneys.
And yeah, I need to heal you with my penis. I'm assuming this way it was going.
And she goes on to say, anyway, he read the next palm and he got in there and started giving me more advice about my body and how I could fix it through his healing. The tough New Yorker in me just inwardly was laughing because it was so awful and hilarious that I just stood up and sort of went, well, that was fun. Thanks about the kidneys, gotta go. And I just ran away.
I have heard the famous sort of. I've read it a few times, this quote, but it's along the lines of, she says, like, he would always like badger her because he would work for Warner Brothers, and it was like the shared sets or whatever with ER, and he would like run into her, and he would always be like, "Oh, come over here and like, pay me respect. I gave you your career."
Oh God.
Stuff.
There was hardly fucking this movie that made it. She's barely in it. It's like it's this tiny role. She's got like 4 lines.
So it's like, so I think she basically the soundbite is something along the lines of, he's certainly somebody that I didn't want to stay in contact with or something.
Yeah. But saying that though, like, forgetting about that awful fucking story. Out for Justice as a movie, as an action movie, is very solid, and it's definitely my favourite Seagal movie.
Yeah, I would say easily. I think it's a very good movie, like on its own, and I think that's the shame about it, that it's like you just think that sometimes, I wish you. I don't know. I mean, I've never met the guy. I'm basing all my opinions on stuff that you see online. Fair play, but there's just a part of us that thinks, I wish he just had a better reputation for being like a kind of humble, cool guy.
I wish he had Van Damme's reputation.
Yeah. And then this movie would be like so much easier to enjoy. Mm-hmm. As it is a very enjoyable movie though.
It is. Yeah.
And everyone's really good in it. I think even the stuff that could have been in danger of being cheesy works, like when he goes to see the Don and stuff.
I mean, it almost gets there because there's some especially, it's not so much but when he's telling his little story and there's like some sub-Godfather type music in the background. I'm like, you're laying it on a bit fucking thick here. Yeah,
like the Don has his own like music whenever he appears. It's like, but I think it just skates. It just gets away with it.
It does, yeah. It's funny, because like in that interview with William Forsythe, he says like when he first got the script, he said it was amazing. He said it was a really good script. It reminded him of like Mean Streets, and it's the guy that said, I don't want to make a martial arts movie, but then it kind of got watered down and changed a lot. And I guess half an hour was cut out, but I would like to read that original script to see what it's like.
Yeah, because there's definitely there's an interesting story there, because it all hinges on a jilted lover, really, this film.
Yeah.
Bobby's wife is like upset that Bobby's having extramarital sex, and she finds the photo and she sends it to Richie. And I guess, I don't think I'm getting this wrong, but is it like Richie's girlfriend?
Yeah.
And so Richie like kills the girlfriend and kills Bobby, and it all kind of hinges on it was just the wife trying to get a bit of revenge on her husband, or trying to teach him a lesson or something.
And it went tits up. Yeah.
But I like that core story and how it slowly unfolds through the movie as well.
I mean, I get why she did it, but she obviously wasn't thinking because she was being emotional. But I mean, there's a certain part of me that would hope if I was in that kind of position, I wouldn't be like, I know what I'll do. I'll give photographs of them having sex to a fucking psycho crackhead mafia boyfriends.
Yeah, it's cracking a walnut with a sledgehammer. So.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Also, just to take the bad taste out of your mouth about the Julia Margulies thing, I always thought it was Under Siege, but it was apparently this movie where Jean LaBelle allegedly choked out Seagal and he filled his nappy.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good story as well. Yeah. Where he's like, because of my training, it's impossible for me to be choked out. Why would you make that claim? It's
like I said, that story is all allegedly. There's a lot of defenders of that story out there, like people going, I was there, that didn't fucking happen at all. But I don't know, it's a funny story.
Yeah, it is. I suppose we should mention Styx as well.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, Dan and Asando gets a little stick fight with Van Damme with Seagal.
Yeah, and just, one of them guys that's, he didn't he train Bruce Lee how to use nunchucks, basically, that guy?
I think it was a bit of both. I think Bruce Lee taught him Jeet Kune Do and he was one of his students, and then I think he may have helped him with weapon stuff along the way.
Yeah, because he was a famous weapons guy, basically.
Yeah.
That was his shtick.
So before we get into Siege, here's another tie-in I thought was interesting. You notice at one point in this movie, Raymond Cruz, who played Tuco in Breaking Bad, briefly appears in the garage scene with Forsyth, and he goes on to be in Under Siege.
Yeah, I noticed that now. I was thinking, is he just one of his boys at this point?
Maybe, yeah.
And popping up.
John Flynn, the director, who worked on Rolling Thunder with Tommy Lee Jones, who was in Under Siege. There you go.
It's a beautiful web of coincidences.
It is.
Champion Cinema.
So jumping slightly forward by 1 year to Under Siege, with a runtime of 1 hour 43 minutes. Often regarded as Steven Seagal's best movie, and insanely was nominated for 2 Academy Awards. Which is
technical awards, surely.
Well, yeah, technical.
Okay.
Best sound effects, editing, and best sound. But still, what a crazy accolade.
I know, the Oscar-nominated Under Siege.
So directed by Andrew Davis, starring Steven Seagal as Casey Ryback, Tommy Lee Jones as William Bill Stanix, Gary Busey, the undeniable Busey, as Commander Krill, Erica Eleniak as Jordan Tate, Patrick O'Neill as Captain Adams, Damien Chapa as Tackman, Troy Evans as Granger, Cole Meany.
Yeah.
Got to give a shout out to Cole
Another
Meany.
Star Trek actor 2 weeks in a row.
As Dormer. And yes, Raymond Cruz as Ramirez.
Yeah.
So what's it all about?
Casey Ryback is a cook aboard the USS Missouri, but this ain't no ordinary cook. He's an ex-Navy SEAL who was a bit of a Raji back in his day, and it's up to him and a Playboy model to save the day when a band of rogue ex-military terrorists hijack the ship. So this was a huge movie for Seagal, and when you watch it back to back with Out for Justice, and obviously this was the film that followed Out for Justice, the sudden gloss and higher budgets, evident straight away.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's night and day.
Yeah.
I mean, Die Hard on water.
Of course it is. Right? Yeah, Die Hard on a boat. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. But I will say, what a great looking movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's such a shame that films at the moment will not last as long as what movies like this that has done. Because I think the fact that they filmed it all on a real ship. Yeah. It was the USS Alabama or something.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't sets they made. They literally just, it was in a dock, but they filmed it on a battleship.
Also, it's all on location on a ship.
It was on location basically. That they had to do all sorts make rigs to cover, because you could see the cityscape. And stuff, so they had to hang massive curtains that covered so you couldn't see the city and the lights and stuff. But it just because of it, it just looks really, really good and authentic.
It does, yeah.
I think a movie now that would be made, they would fool themselves into thinking, oh well, we'll CGI it. It'll look great because we'll CGI it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just would look like shit. And in 10 years' time, it'll look like shit. But I think fast forward all these years later, it just looks really good.
It does.
Under Siege.
Yeah. Could have come out yesterday, kind of.
Yeah, so I'd definitely give it props for that.
Yeah. But in hindsight now, it's pretty obvious, because, Seagal had each movie had been a hit pretty much. They'd all made the money back. They'd all made a profit. And he was very famous at this time, him and Van Damme. I always think of him and Van Damme, obviously, as the Arnie and Stallone of the martial arts guys of the 90s. But yeah, it's obviously this is an attempt to like make Seagal a bit more upmarket, if you know what I mean. It's more of a, I don't mean this in a shitty way, but you know, it's more of a mature movie compared to his other ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that Tommy Lee Jones is on board, you know, for this. And, you know, and he's having a great time. You can just tell he's having a great time doing this role.
Well, I don't know about you, but to me, this was my introduction. Because I think this kind of gave him a resurgence, Tommy Lee Jones. Because then after this, he got The Fugitive, which got him an Oscar nom. And then, you know, because like, this is the first time I ever saw him in anything when I was a kid. Yeah.
And then he peaked with Batman Forever, obviously.
Yeah, just a few short years later, and it was all downhill from there.
I reckon he got Two-Face because of this movie. That's just my theory, but I reckon Schumacher like watched this film and was like, "Oh, I just saw something in Tommy Lee Jones's performance."
It would not surprise us, because there's a lot of like crazy moments with Tommy Lee Jones. He's really good in them. Once again, another like 2 movies in a row with just great bad guys.
Yeah. Like I said, he's just having a great time.
He is. Yeah.
Just like chewing the scenery and stuff.
I love the bit where like he's deaf from being next to Rocket. And he just comes in and starts ranting about Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah. Blood pouring from his ears and stuff. It's really real. But yeah, I think the one thing about this movie that I think's really satisfying, and usually it's a massive trope, but I like that he's the guy with the hidden past, Seagal, in this movie. I think it works really well. I mean, was it one of the early movies to do this? Or
I mean, it might be.
I mean, obviously, you kind of got like First Blood and stuff. Technically, does that where it's like he's just a drifter, but actually he's like
a killer machine.
Hardcore killing machine. Yeah. But I just like that. Yeah, he's like, hey, he's just a cook, and it gives a small hint at the start of the movie where the captain says, "Oh, if I had your ribbons, I would be wearing my uniform all the time," or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, he's kind of like, "I'm just a cook" and stuff. And, but then there's that scene, you know, at the midpoint of the movie-ish, where they're like, "Oh my god, this guy's like a trained killer." He's a Navy SEAL. But it's like he's not a disgraced Navy SEAL. He's like. He's like a disgraced Navy SEAL in the fact that he punched out his superior for bad planning. So it's kind of like a heroic disgrace.
Yeah.
Which I like. It's not like, he's a Navy SEAL, but he got busted down and being a cook because he murdered a village with 20 innocent women. They're like, take the edge off.
So like the captain keeps him around because he probably like understands why he did what he did and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I just remember thinking when I was watching it though, like when I was so like this film really, I was so caught in the hype for this film when I was a kid when it was coming out. Yeah, because like, you know, fucking watching all the Seagal movies when I was like fucking 9.
Running around with your little police badge around your neck and that.
Serious, I was going to say I did. That For Justice, mate, when I first saw For Justice, I got one of me like toy police badges and put a bit of string in it and started wearing it like a necklace.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd go out wearing it like with my mum shopping and stuff. Which would probably be like, oh fuck's sake.
I've got to be seen in public with
I had a little gun in my fucking waistband and stuff. But I missed it at the cinema because I was 10.
Yeah.
But like I remember being so hyped to see it. Like it was coming out on video the next day. And I was like, oh, but I don't want to wait. And I was like, Dad, is your mate not got a pirate copy? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, bring him.
Fetch it immediately.
And then he was like, all right, I'll go pick up Under Siege. Yes! And I watched it. And then the next day, I rented it anyway.
What an awesome experience. Yeah. Getting to see it on pirate, but then immediately getting validated by a nice copy.
Just too excited, yeah. Even if I do talk shit about Seagal, I was a big fan back in the day.
Yeah, well, it's easy, simple stuff, isn't it? The movie, it's a good, rounded action movie. You know, it has all the right levels of everything. You know, like cheesy bad guy, good bit of comedy, bit of martial arts. I think it's like really well balanced.
And I'm sure you'll know what I mean by this because I mean, you know, you could say all Seagal movies at some point are like, you know, dad movies. But when we were younger, if our dads didn't like stuff that was overly violent, like Out for Justice, they would like this one because it's on a ship.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's something daddish about it.
There is. Yeah, it's like, oh, I like that Under Siege though. That was a good
Hunt for Red October in Under Siege.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the like give and take double bill you have with your dad.
Exactly. Where you like sit through the first one and go, oh.
Yeah. Then he's like, normally I wouldn't like this, but it's got a lot of good ships in it.
So true.
Tell you what, though, like I just was so distracted throughout all of Out for Justice. I was like, the size of the fucking shoulder pads in his jacket.
They are some hellacious shoulder pads. Yes.
And then I noticed he's got shoulder pads in his fucking chef jacket.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't standard even in the fucking 80s.
I think he just likes being big.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
It may be to do with his ego.
Well, probably, but that's what I was surprised is when because I was like, I remember there's a scene in like Above the Law, I think, where he's just wearing like a tank top. But he wears a tank top in this. And you
Yeah,
can plainly
he
tell
does.
those are not his shoulders in the jacket.
I mean, I reckon he's a type of guy that probably wears lifts as well.
Of course he
right?
does, yeah.
He'll have wedges in his heels to
Yeah,
make him like
most
6'2" or something. Or,
Yeah.
Like, he's probably like 5'10" or something. Again, I haven't got any proof of that. I just got a feeling.
Also, though, speaking of Colm Meaney, like, you know, we're saying like 2 shows in a row each for was anyone in Out for Justice in a Star Trek episode?
I mean, Chris, I've not looked, but I imagine so. At any given time, everybody in Hollywood has been in Star Trek.
Yeah.
To be fair, yeah, I don't know. Looking at the cast again, maybe I'll have to have a think, and we'll put it up on Instagram. Maybe.
I was just hoping that maybe like William Forsythe was in Star Trek, but just essentially playing Space Richie,
Just phasering people in the head and stuff.
sweating and smoking like space crack.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I was looking up. It's kind of off topic. We'll get back to Seagal in a minute, but I was looking up that episode that Saul Rubinek was in.
Oh yeah,
And just
Kivas
the-
Phaedra one. Yeah.
Just the crazy story that like all his footage is like reshot footage because the original actor killed himself. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's fucking well sad.
yeah.
Because I'm sure you've seen it. Like, there's the original footage of what he shot is available.
Yeah.
It was a comparison video, and it's just one of those things where like it shows you like a massive difference an actor's take brings to it because he plays it completely different.
He does, and he plays it so well. Bless
Yeah.
him. Like I think that's like one of my favorite episodes.
yeah.
Like highly recommend. Like if it's on like Netflix and stuff. So just at least I think TNG's on Netflix.
I think it still is. Yeah.
But yeah, like even as its own episode, like you don't have to be like an expert or anything in Star Trek to get it. So I highly recommend checking that out.
Yeah, I think I will. Yeah. So next topic, Busey and drag. Discuss.
Yeah, I mean, just Busey generally
I
in
know,
this movie.
I know.
Fucking hell, what a powerhouse. Yeah, I mean, I wrote in my notes, was it Busey's suggestion to just be in drag?
I'd like
Feels
to
like a Busey
I
thing.
like to think so because he looks like he's having a hell of a time when he's flailing around and.
So weird. I mean, it's a good setup for a joke when he sits down and he's like, "Do I look like a guy that needs therapy?" and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay.
Not at all.
It is a good joke, but it's just a bit mental that he's just in full drag.
It's just that it's Busey, and like Busey's already scary. But just like imagine Busey dressed like that, like trying to come onto you and stuff. It's terrifying. I just put me notes. Busey and drag is the stuff of nightmares.
It really is. Yeah, it's something about the eyebrows. I don't know. It's something about the eyebrows that's like slightly off-putting.
Here's a quote from Busey though about Seagal. He says, "Oh boy, he's insecure. This guy went overboard with the control master and Erika Eleniak. I had her under my wing. He was looking to add in a love scene so he could really get down and dirty."
Oh no.
Dear. And there was some other sentence afterwards that was just some Busey bollocks I couldn't make heads or tails of, so I didn't write it down.
No. I mean, do you think the spit was ad-libbed?
I would like to think so. Yeah.
Because, oh my God, the spit.
I mean, I think the spit was in the script. I don't think how fucking the depths which he dragged it from was in the script. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh God, it's such a highlight of the movie, though.
I know, because it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like one of the key moments of the movie that like will never be forgotten by anyone. That like, if you go to them and say, "Have you seen Under Siege?" and they go, "Oh yeah, but not for like 10 years." Tell me one thing you remember about it. I guarantee one of the things would be Busey spitting.
It'll be Busey spitting at Busey and drag.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because that was just literally how we referenced Under Siege for years, just doing that Busey spit face.
And then he reproduces the spit face when he's getting like pinned up against the wall.
In Predator 2.
In Predator 2. It's without the spit, but he's still doing the spit face.
But yeah, I was going to say, like, that interview with Busey was from, like, an Empire article not that long ago. So, you know, it's crazy old man Busey saying all that. But,
Yeah.
So he's not exactly a great source, but I can see Seagal trying to fucking crowbar sex in with Erica.
Yeah, because, I mean, she was a hell of a pretty girl at the time. She was I mean, she still is. What am I saying? But,
Oh yeah, she still is. Yeah.
But like Baywatch fame and stuff.
I was
at
going
the
to say,
time.
was she still on Baywatch at this time? Or had she left Baywatch?
Maybe
at this
it's
time?
left because I had a quick glance at her IMDb, and I think she was in like 40 odd episodes of Baywatch, and she was in it like quite early on.
Yeah.
So maybe she had just kind of left.
Yeah, because she was one of like the original like sex symbols from that show, her and Pam Anderson and stuff. Yeah.
But she was really like a playgirl, wasn't she? Or something
I think
like
so.
that?
Yeah, I think so.
Like 1989 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could definitely see that. I also noticed, and again, how true it is, but it's on Wikipedia, so it must be true. There's a thing about Pamela Anderson was also like tipped to maybe be in this movie.
Oh yeah, I saw some article when I was because I was just basically looking for people that were in the movie quote like talking about Seagal, and I saw something about Pam Anderson. Is that what was she supposed to be this role or something?
Yeah, she was. Basically, paraphrase, but she said she was like interested in being in the movie. She went along to be in the movie and to try out, but she found herself in like a casting couch sort of situation, and she was like, "Ugh, no, I don't want to do the movie if it kind of involves this," and that's like the reason why she didn't end up in the movie, and that's like apparently like a quote from her.
Well,
basically.
I believe it.
Yeah, so it's again just like, if there's enough smoke, at what point do you believe there's a fire?
I mean,
there's all these things.
I'm not sure what movie she was auditioning for, but Jenny McCarthy has a Seagal casting couch story as well. And then, like, when she realised where it was going, she just fucking went, fuck you, and just left. And apparently chased her down to her car and was like, please don't tell anybody. I'm like, oh, you fucking snake. But yeah, as I was saying, we'll get to Tommy Lee Jones now, who is, once again, a great fucking bad guy. Like, his initial conversation, what is the name for the table with all the guys sitting around it? Is that the war room? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the war room.
Like, when he's talking to all those guys and coming up with his plan. I love the whole thing about, like, it's so simple, but it's just a really well written paragraph when he's like, a movement is something that comes to an end. That's why we're a revolution or something like that, I think.
Yeah, it's just a great speech.
Yeah.
It? Yeah, it like really holds your attention.
And I love that Colm Meaney and Gary Busey are like chuckling because he's just kind of going overboard and being dramatic just for the sake of it and stuff to put the shits up.
Yeah, because that's where like it's not unfair to like compare this to Die Hard, because it's essentially like a similar very thing. Like, you know, the bad guys come in with a premise, but it's all nonsense, the premise, and it's really just about getting rich. Basically,
Yeah,
so
selling nukes, basically.
Yeah, and that's all they're really interested in. But like I say, he goes on this big thing about the injustices and how he's been like betrayed and yada yada and stuff.
Yeah,
I did get I didn't remember this about the movie, but is there hints that was he the guy that got punched out by Seagal?
I don't know.
Is
Yeah,
that
I know.
kind of what they were going at.
Because it's been a while since I've seen this, and when they come face to face at the end, I was like, oh, they know each other. Or at
Yeah.
least they know of each other. They know of
Yeah.
their reputations, maybe.
I just wonder if like that was originally going to be the kind of the concept, and they've like backed away from it because they thought, oh, it's too like on the nose.
Yeah,
Or
maybe.
something,
Yeah.
because there feels like those pieces would fit together. Like he was the commanding officer he punched out or something,
Yeah.
and that's why he got busted down. Yada yada, and you know Tommy Lee Jones' character was the one that made the bad decision, and
Yeah.
it kind of fit well. But I guess they didn't do that.
No, it could have, though.
Yeah,
It would have worked. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he's really good in the movie. I mean, when he first comes in and he's got that outfit, the leather jacket, and the little bandana, and he's like doing a train thing, like just saying, "Fuck me, you're just having a good time." in this movie.
Yeah. Speaking of going towards some of the action, though, like there was a big bit at the end I just did not remember at all. The bit where he fights he's stabbing loads of guys, then he like almost chops a guy's arm off with a fucking table.
Oh
saw.
yeah. Actually, I made note of that. It's one thing I was going to mention. I agree. I reckon some of that, if not all of that scene, was cut out.
It was
by the BBFC.
I double checked. Yeah, I checked on movie censorship. The scene is there, but basically all the shots, the close-ups of the stabbing, and like most of the fucking table saw bits gone. Because I was just like, "What's this?"
Well, it's like just he turns into like Jason Voorhees.
He
for
does.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He's just like fucking chanking people and biting the faces off and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of death in the movie, but that's the main bit that's like just upfront and violent for about a minute. And I was like, this seems weirdly out of place. It feels like a reshoot or something.
It's like Commando in the shed scene, basically.
Yeah.
Whereas you're like, whoa, where did that come from? People getting fucking saws to the face and stuff.
And of course, I do remember that Tommy Lee Jones's death always looked a bit weird. But to be honest, the uncut version is kind of worse because it's just that weird slowed down shot of him with his eye bloody, and it just, I don't know, just looks odd.
Yeah, you only see like kind of brief. He's like eyeballs hanging out basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird.
It's a nice dispatch though. Thumb in the eye, then a knife in the fucking top of the bonnet.
And then head through the screen.
And head through the screen. Yeah.
He like really wants to make sure he's dead. And speaking of death, the death count in this movie, 100 people die in this movie.
Really?
That's the death count, apparently, according to IMDb.
How many people were on that fucking submarine, I guess?
I guess.
Because it doesn't seem like that many people.
No, but I guess if you think all the people that get shot at the start of the movie and stuff.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because that is another trope of these movies that always makes me chuckle. You know, when the bad guys come in and they're the bad guys, and you have to establish the bad guys, so they always like shoot people, like unnecessarily and stuff. And
I was going to say as well, watching this, I was like, I wonder if that's in Chris's playbook for world domination. You know, that along with who's in charge, bang. That's, of course, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah,
samurai sword.
Yeah.
And the bit where he says, anyone who makes a run, I will shoot you and the man next to you. I'm like, oh, that sounds like something Landon would do.
Yeah, definitely the head like villain playbook. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Anybody tries anything silly, I'll kill you and the person next to him. So everyone's like, yeah, well, it's smart.
It is pretty smart, yeah. I'm going to give you a this or that quiz now, okay?
Yeah.
Out for Justice or Under Siege?
Under Siege, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Under Siege or City Hunter?
City Hunter.
It's essentially the same movie, just more fun.
Yeah.
Right, City Hunter or that fucking wanky Casper Van Dien movie we reviewed years ago. I can't remember the name of.
Oh God.
What was it called? Ocean Hijack? Was that it? Or is that just my mind creating a generic boat movie?
I'm going to have to Google it. Casper Van Dien cruise movie. Just going to get some porn. Maiden Voyage.
Maiden Voyage. What's Ocean Hijack then?
That's something else.
I just make that up.
Quite possibly. I think it's got to be. What was the choice?
City Hunter or Maiden Voyage?
Yeah, City Hunter.
I was going to say, yeah. No, I would say, being completely objective, like, Under Siege is overall a better movie than Out for Justice. Like, it flows better. It's obviously slicker, more money and stuff, but I just prefer Out for Justice.
It's certainly a tough one. I think that, it's kind of like Devil's Choice. Do you prefer Evil Dead 2 or Alien? It's like...
Yeah.
They're two great movies, and like, how can you kind of... I think they're both good in their own ways, really. But I think, like, watchability and just daftness and stuff, probably Under Siege, just for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, I like both. I do like Under Siege. But, like, if I was just going to sit down in the mood for a Seagal movie, I would stick Out for Justice.
Would you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it was always, like, one of your favourite movies. Like, you would always talk about it. And I'm pretty sure when I went over to your house as a kid and stuff, you would, like, put clips of it on and stuff.
Probably.
It's always an Armstrong movie.
There's no better than sitting down with a nice pipe full of crack and watching Out for Justice. In the summer, so you're all sweaty. You role play as Richie while watching the movie.
But what about the cake scene?
Speaking of standout moments when you're a kid, the fucking cake scene, yeah. Weirdly, though, like, it's just like how your brain works when you're a kid and how you remember stuff. It's not as leering as I remember.
Yeah, no, yeah. I always have this vivid idea in my head that she's got really shiny breasts.
Well, she kind of does.
She kind of does, but when you say it in the movie, you're like, my imagination really filled in the blanks.
Yeah.
For some reason, and made it way more shinier.
Yeah, you remember it just like pure baby oil, like.
And then, like, they're on camera for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like a very fleeting moment.
It just shows you how much shit like that makes an impression on you when you're like 10, 11. Because like you look at the scene now and it's like over before it's even began.
Yeah. Very strange. I do like her character, though.
Me too, yeah.
I think I've read trivia that Seagal was kind of against being paired with a stripper in, like, air quotes.
Of course he was.
And the kind of had to like convince him that it was happening, whether he liked it or not. Ish. But I think it's kind of a good playoff, like the humor and stuff. I like the bit where she's carrying all the guns. And she's like, oh, why am I carrying everything? I'm just a girl, sort of thing. And Seagal's like, how about I carry the guns then and you shoot the next person that comes along? And it's, I don't know, it's kind of good. Like, I wish we got a bit more of that.
Yeah.
Kind of interplay between the two of them. 'Cause I like that she kind of saves the day, though, ultimately and stuff. I think that's kind of cool how she blows...
Colmini,
I was going to say, is it Colmini? Yeah. Because, he was fucked up until that moment, about to get shot by Colmini.
Yeah, he'd just taken like a giant fucking anchor in the spine, but he's fine after that.
Well, he shrugs it off.
He never flinches of it again. He can't fucking get up at that bit. She has to help him, then 2 minutes later he's battering Tommy Lee Jones. But yeah, it's a solid movie.
It is definitely. Yeah, good amount of humour. And like I said, a really great looking movie. They actually used footage of the Missouri as well. Like when it's out at sea and stuff, it's literally footage of the Missouri that managed to film it when it was on its way to be decommissioned, apparently.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very authentic looking movie.
Yeah, definitely.
And just testament to, if you're gonna do a movie, just fucking film it right and
do it properly, Jesus.
Yeah. Just, like knock off with all this like. NVIDIA bloody wraparound imagery. The technology sounded good when Mandalorian used it at first, but then it's like, it doesn't look right though. It's not the real thing. Fucking get out there in a desert, you dickheads. Film it.
You need to be in charge of Disney. I want to see you at the top of a fucking boardroom table. Just going, get out there, the fucking chinese, you fucking fannies.
Get under an umbrella if you're too hot, you fucking dicks.
How much am I paying you to fucking stand in front of a green screen?
You just get better performance out of people and stuff.
You do, yeah. As once again, let's just without saying anything else, Terence Stamp in Phantom Menace. Poor bastard.
Acting to a broom. Or whatever it was.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But I guess we should also talk about, because it was just after this that the cancelled Seagal video game would have happened. It was like, this is from an article. The only place I could find any information was on giantbomb.com. It was announced in 93, scheduled for 94, delayed till 95, and then shit canned.
God. And that would be like at the beginning of the like down slope, I guess.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's why it was cancelled. They were just probably like looking at the box office takings for his last couple of movies and went, is there really any point to this?
Because obviously like 95's when Under Siege 2 would have come out.
Aye. Yeah.
Under Siege 2 Dark Territory.
Dark chocolate.
Talk about unnecessary fucking subtitles. I always like to just think in my head, is he just a chef again but on a train? I don't think he is. I think he's like with his daughter or something.
It's his niece. It's friggin' Katherine Heigl, isn't it?
It is.
Knocked Up and stuff.
Yeah. But I like to just wave it off and be like, he's like a chef on a train this time.
making pancakes and shit.
It's just always a chef in different situations. The one interesting thing, though, about Under Siege that I did read, and I did know this previously, but it reminded us that Die Hard 3 was originally going to be set on a cruise ship.
Oh, really?
And when Under Siege came and was like a big success, it caused the like studio to like pause because they're like, oh shit, we don't want to release a Die Hard movie on a cruise ship, and be compared to Under Siege and shit.
that would look bad, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like the people would say, so Die Hard is now ripping off Die Hard rip-offs.
Yeah. So they pivoted and went with a totally different direction. Thank God.
I'm glad because we both love Die Hard with a Vengeance. So.
Yeah, it's great film.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just interesting. I think that literally we would have got a Die Hard movie sooner if it wasn't for this movie.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Derailed their plans a little bit.
Yeah, because Die Hard 3 didn't come out 95. Was it 95?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously, speaking of ships, you got the Speed 2 movie, Cruise Control. which is on a what a title.
That's good. That probably, I always forget about that, but that's probably up there with Back in the Habit and FX2 The Deadly Evolution.
It's one of them films where Cruise Control, like, it's so generic.
I've never watched it. I've refused to watch it since it came out.
I watched it once or twice and I couldn't tell you anything about it. It's just so unmemorable. It's grim.
From clips I've seen, it looks like Willem Dafoe's having a laugh in it.
Yeah. You're always going to have a laugh playing the bad guy, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, ship movies. Interesting. Maybe we should have done a ship movie month and like redone Maiden Voyage.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a few other ship movies we could have done.
Oh yeah,
Titanic or something.
Yeah. Well, there's those two horror ones. There's what are the Death Ship
Yeah.
and what's Ghost Ship?
Yeah.
Could have done those.
Maybe it's one day.
Oh, it's definitely something for the idea bag.
Yeah. Ship movies and train movies.
Just do a double do shit ship movies. Shitty ship movies.
And tragic train movies.
Yeah.
Two ideas right there.
Twatty train movies.
Champion Cinema.
So I've no idea what we're doing next week. We haven't planned that far ahead for a change.
I know. It's a rare one. My vote's Jurassic Park. Just gonna throw that right out there.
All right. My vote's Cannibal Holocaust.
Fucking JP's a very me movie.
Yeah. Well, you know, like we're saying, we have done a lot of action. So, and we're thinking about maybe July being Van Damme month. So for the next 2 weeks, we should probably break it up a tad with something that's not action at all.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have a think about it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the longest one of the video game playthroughs, the final option one. That'll be going up not long after this episode goes up. So you got that to look forward to.
I suppose we should probably mention as well, just there is, I did look for artwork. Sadly, these movies don't get a ton of love.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, but I would have thought, I don't know, maybe something.
I would have thought at least Under Siege would have had something.
But yeah, nothing.
You know.
Yeah, nothing. And there has been Seagal action figures.
There has, yeah. There was like,
Yeah.
was it Above the Law?
Yeah.
One where, yeah.
Yeah, he's got like the black jacket and stuff.
Yeah.
And that. Yeah. So there has been a few figures, but no, nothing really in the realm of like merchandise for both movies, unfortunately.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
I don't want a Busey and drag hot toys figures. You know?
Just really specific. I should have mentioned as well, actually, I just remembered. I loved seeing Leslie Nielsen as the captain. I almost forgot.
Every time I watch this stuff, I know that guy from something. I always forget to check what. I've definitely known him from something
Fucking
else.
Leslie Nielsen stunt double, I reckon. Like, just from the side for a minute, I was like, is it? Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, it would have been so good if they just cast Leslie Nielsen this, but he played it totally straight and it just confused the fuck out of everybody at this time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right when the Naked Gun movies were coming out. So yeah, not sure what's coming up next week, but you know, just keep an eye on Instagram and all that, which you can find at Champion Cinema Pod. And find us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts and all that jazz. And until next week, I'll see you down the pit.
See you on the heap.
Bye.
Champion Cinema.